Hello, my dear students. My name is Mohamed and today I'm going to explain you this lesson. Before we start, we have to know the course that we are going to start this today. The course title is Project Management or Fundamental of Project Management. So I have already told you my name is Mohamed so let's jump right into it. Definition of project. So today we are going I already told you that we are going to explain this course of project management or fundamental of project management. So now we are starting right now the definition of project. Project is defined as an organized program of predetermined group of activities that are non-routine in nature that must be completed using the available resources within the given time limit. This means project is defined as an organized program of predetermined group of activities that are non-routine. This means it's not not going to be a routine, or it's a non-routine. There are non-routine in nature and must be completed using the available resource. It uses a resource, time limit, and also non-routine. This is the main point of this. If you heard of the name project, it means it's first it must be non-routine and it must be time limited, and also it must be it have its own available resource. So project involves a set of activities to be performed to accomplish its objective. This means it have set of activities to be performed to accomplish its objective. So another aspect of project is a non-routine in nature. This means it's non-routine nature. If you heard it, as I already told you, if you heard the name of project, means it's natural. It means non-routine. It's not going to come back, or it's not, So a project consumes a resource. You see the first definition, and if you know, you know. So a project consumes resource. That's right. Project needs a resource. Materials, human finance, money, time are required to complete the project. This means another aspect of project is project consumes or resource. It needs resource, including material, human, finance, money, or and time are required to complete the project. Time limit. That means project have a start date and end date. It have a limit time. It must have a limit time. Project typically has a distinct mission that's designed to achieve and clear temporal but is achievement of the mission. So time limit means project typically has a distinct mission. It must have a distinct mission. It have end and start date and a clear termination point is achievement of the mission. It has a starting and end time. Successful project achieve its object within a budget and time. So another definition says the project management institute guide to the project management body of knowledge. As a defined project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create unique product service. So as this PMPOK 1996 or the Project Management Institute Guide to the Project Management Body of Knowledge, as they define it, is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product service that has a specific object to be completed within certain specification, defined start and end date. This means defined start and end date. It must have a defined, Temporary means that every project has a defined end, finally limit and consumes resource. Unique, we already defined the defined start and end date. It means temporary means that every project has a defined end. Funding limit and consume resource. Funding limit and consume resource. Unique means that the project or service different in some disgusting way from all similar product or service. It's different from other projects with required the financial required skills required users, managers and technology requirement. This means it's different from the other project. This means there are many projects in the world. It may be a project of water. It may be food. It may be building. It may be project. So it's not there's no one project in the world. There is so much the project. So the project it must be different from the other. It's different from the other project which required to the financial requirement. It needs money, skill requirement. This project needs for example, if it's a water project, it must have engineer or those who are skills the project with such water engineering. And also users, it must have a users, managers and technology requirements, etc. So comprehensive definition: project is a temporary endeavor involving a connected sequence of activities and range of resources which is designed to achieve a specific and unique outcome, which operates with the time, scope, cost, and quality constant, and which often use it to reduce change. This means comprehensive definition. Project is a temporary. We already defined that it's a project is a temporary. Project يمر يعني temporary ما هم يعني it's not something which is always exists. It's not a project. It's a project always it's a temporary. And therefore involving with conducted sequence of activities and range of resources which is designed to achieve specific and unique outcome. So key concepts. There are key concepts of projects. These are purpose, temporary, sequence of activities, resource, unique outcome, scope, time, cost, quality, and introduce change. So these are key concepts. What is purpose? Purpose means the specific, the basic purpose, the basic reason of the existence of a project to solve a problem, address a need, or take the advantage of opportunity. This means the purpose of the project always to solve a problem which exists and already address it, needed to take the advantage of the advantage of opportunity. So this is to solve a problem, the main purpose of the project. And also it is temporary, means the project is something that has specific start date and specific end date. This means temporary. معناه when the project is mean that has a specific, it must have a start date and end date. This means a temporary sequence of activities, the work and step we perform, and the method and knowledge we use to achieve the project objective. It has a sequence of activities: first day, second day, third day. We must have a planning to do a sequence of activities. This today, this tomorrow, like that. We need resource. Project utilize a variety of resource: human, financial, material, information to carry out the activity or to take. It's a resource. Project utilize a variety of resource. يعني behind a variety of resource out the activities or a task. These resources that the project needs include human. We need human to work this. We need financial. Human can't work without financial. Our project can't start without financial. We need material. What we are going to do this? We need material, and also we need information to carry out the object, the activity of or a task. Unique outcome. A project bring about a unique product or service, something that has no exist in the organization. Here, for something that has no exist. This unique outcome. Unique means we need to start a new project. We are going to build this project. It must be unique. We are not going to start a project which has already exist. That's not a project. Project must be unique. Scope, the extent of the problem or opportunity that the project needs to address. Scope means we have to look side by side. The extent of the problem or opportunity. We have to look and guess what the problem will face, what opportunity will appear this, what the need is to address this project needs. So we have to address it. We have to scope. Time. Any project should be time bounded. It has a start and end the time. Means this, if we start a project that's ongoing, it's not a project. It needs time to. The project time should be time bounded. We have a boundary. We start this January and we will end the next February or next almost 1 year, 2 year. It must have a time bounded. Cost, activity consumes human, financial and material resource. Cost, this means the financial cost. It needs activity consume human, financial, material resource. We need human, we need financial, we need material resource, we need quality. The project here you need you see the project needs to produce a quality product to maximum the satisfaction of the users. It needs the quality. Project needs to produce the quality. We have to check out what engineers, what managers, what there must be quality. We have to ensure in order to get a good result, in order to get a quality project, in order to build a quality project, we have to check out what we need, what the project needs. If it is cost, if it's human, if we have to check what materials we are going to use. We have to check out. We need also introduce change. A project is often used to an instrument of a change. It must be do a change. Project when so many is بدل كان هذا. It needs it must need new something happen new must happen. 4K consideration always are involved in a project. What will cost? These 4K consideration always are involved in a project. If you need to fulfill, or if you need to do a project, you need to ask yourself these questions: what will it cost? This project needs cost. So how many it needs? What time is required to complete the project? You have to ask what time it needs. 2 year or 3 year or 3 year or 4 year. You must ask yourself first before you start the project. What time is required to complete the project? What technical or performance capability will it provide? You must ask before it. What technical performance capability will it provide? Technical performance. How will the project result fit into the design and implementation of organizational strategy? These are 4 questions that needs to involve. These are must ask yourself before you start the project. 4K consideration always are involved in the project. Project attributes. There are attributes. These means projects are unique and non-repetitive. Project attributes means وصفونك يعني project ولا صفون attributes. Everything has attributes. So project has its own attributes. It must be unique and non-repetitive. This means it's not a thing which everywhere exists, or it's not something which already exists. This is not a project. It must be unique and non-repetitive. If someone already did a project and you are going to copy it and did it, that's not a project. It must be non-repetitive. Projects are composed of independent activities. Projects are composed of independent activities. It must be independent activities. But also, projects have a clear start and finish time. Projects have a clear start and finish time. Projects clear start and finish time. Projects also have a life cycle, beginning and end, with a number of distinct phases in between. Project creates a quality deliverables. Projects are born in terms of resource, both human and non-human. يعني project mar walba it always has a bound with of a resource, both human and we always ask what this what it will cost. This means we have to know project have a clear project are bounded in terms of resource. It have a it has a bound. We plan it to use cost, and we plan it to use a human, such a human or material or with this resource we already plan it. We are not going to use more than that. It's unacceptable. So project involves the risk and uncertainty. There will be always, if someone going to do something, it must have a risk. So you have to take uncertainty. Project requires teamwork. There's no project that someone only himself works, but always needs teamwork. We need manager, we need technical workers, we need financial workers, we need this. It must be teamwork. Also, there is example of project. For example, in Ethiopia,